Hello, welcome to another issue of Senior Voice. This is a special one for us to talk about our senior center and all the wonderful things you can do there. With me today is Rebecca Joyce, and I'm Bernie Simmons, who will be conducting the program. We're going to go over our senior newsletter and let you know what's available here. And also, I want to let you know that this is available online. You go to www.Town of Windsor Senior Services, and you will see Senior Newsletter, and click on that app, and you will have a colorized version of our newsletter. And it's the same as what I have in my hand. Also, we have them available on in the magazine rack in the Senior Center, and you can come by anytime and pick up a copy. And we encourage you to do so. And also, pick up two and give one to your neighbor and friend. Well, anyway, Rebecca, are you ready?
Oh, yes, Bernie. Thank
all right.
you.
We have so many things to talk about in this newsletter today.
Yes.
Firstly, I'm looking at this program, Swing into Spring, or 50s Sock Hop.
Yes, yeah, that is going to be a very special event.
I don't know if you'll remember the sock hops of the 50s.
I don't personally know, but I'm sure they were fun.
Well, this will be fun if you remember Johnny Ray and his Cry, 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 and what was the other guy? Gone again.
There's so many great.
There's so many of them, but a lot of them dealt with crying. I don't know. Oh. It was the days when you were 14 and everything was a catastrophe.
Oh.
But anyway, I just remember using Aqua Velva and what's that other shaving lotion that we used, and everybody put on far too much of it.
Oh.
But that's being a teenager.
Yes.
Well, let's be a teenager again.
Yeah, it should be a great time. I have the flyer here. I don't know if we can zoom in on this at all.
All right.
It is sponsored by HomeWatch Caregivers. They're a wonderful support to the Senior Center. So it should be a wonderful time. It's scheduled for April 7th. From 5 to 7 p.m. Mm-hmm. We'll transform the Senior Center into a 50s diner. The Armentano duo will be performing some wonderful hits for us. You can come dressed in the attire of the
50s?
day.
Oh, I remember those felt poodle skirts and the Converse high-top sneakers and all that.
Yeah, but that's optional.
This is going to be fun, but that's optional. But you are going to have some prizes for people who want to dress up in the 50s.
Yes, we like to do that.
Even if you're representing one of those singers. Those names are gone from me today. Anyway, they will be serving hot dogs and root beer floats, and that should be great. It will be on April 7th. That's what you were waiting for.
Yeah.
April 7th from 5 to 7. Now, doesn't that sound like fun?
Absolutely, yes.
And what is this Windsor's Shining Stars Senior Talent Show?
This is our second year of holding the Shining Stars Senior Talent Show.
Yeah.
So we're very excited for that. All talents are welcome.
Yeah.
Last year was a big hit. We had dancers, a variety of different types of dancing groups, and then single folks dancing. We had singing. We had a comedian. We had piano playing. It was a fabulous event. It really was wonderful. So that's why we'd like to do it again, and we'd like to welcome everyone to join in.
Yeah, and a couple of people got up and played the piano, and it's the first time I'd heard them. I was amazed.
Yes.
Tremendous amount of talent with our seniors.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And that's going to be on May 25th.
Mm-hmm.
So start working on your costume, and you might win one of those big prizes.
Right. The entry forms will be available in the Senior Center on Monday. So please join us to sign up for the talent show if you'd like to do so.
And of course, you could be part of the audience too. You don't have to do all those things, but come and enjoy yourself.
Right, yeah.
The idea of the Senior Center is to have a place to come and make friends.
That's right.
Food again. What is this Rise and Shine breakfast? That looks good.
The Rise and Shine breakfast is a breakfast that we hold every other month. It's a free breakfast for the first 50 folks that sign up.
Great.
And it is, this month is sponsored by Touch Points of Bloomfield. So we appreciate all of our sponsors that help us put on these wonderful events.
It sounds like a luncheon. It's a quiche and, and sausage and home fries and a whole lot of things.
We gotta have some fruit in there too.
That sounds great.
It's a great morning to get out and come in and chit chat with friends or make new friends. So we encourage everyone to come and join us. We have a great time.
And that's April 21st at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
My goodness, we're talking about April already.
I know. I can't get over it.
Well, we never had a winter, so I guess
I'm okay with that.
Yes, me too. Now, there was something here, community budget forums.
Yes.
That's put on by some of our local...
Yes, our town manager, Peter Souza, and the superintendent of schools, Dr. Cook, will be at the Senior Center right after the breakfast to discuss the upcoming budget. So if you have any questions, if you want any information at all, they will be available at 10 o'clock to discuss that budget right after the breakfast on April 21st.
And while, the budget, the school budget takes up the greatest amount of the greater amount of the town budget. So this may be a good time for you to come and speak to the superintendent of schools, and then Peter Souza, our town manager, could tell you where the rest of it goes. Well, that's going to be on April 21st, that forum. So come and pick up this newsletter, and you'll be able to read all this stuff for yourself. Now, they had these big things going on the first page. Join us for Arts and Laughs.
Yes, I have a flyer for that as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. And that's going to be Wednesday, April 6th and the 13th.
Yes, it's a two-part session.
In our senior lounge. And that's the lounge near our exercise area.
Yes.
And now what are they going to do? It says
we actually have a new instructor, Christine McClintock,
who
is a professional artist.
I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's local. She's been down at the Windsor Art Center. She's worked there. Of course, the folks who join the classes do not have to have any experience. She'll kind of step-by-step guide you through the project. This session, they'll be painting wine glasses.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. People are doing that.
She'll be showing the technique of painting on glass.
They can make a festive glass, a pair of glasses for a festive occasion, like weddings and stuff. And also, they turn them over and somehow add a couple of things to them and make a candle stand.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that's both the sessions are. It's just $15. It includes all of the materials.
Everything material.
And the instruction.
April 6th and April 13th.
Yes. Yeah. So please join us for that. That's something new in April. We haven't been able to hold it for a couple of months while we've been bringing on the new instructor. So I hope everybody will come on board and join her for that.
Now here's something very important, and we'll have to highlight this because the early bird supper, and every month we put on an early bird supper at the Senior Center, and it's been so well received. We mostly about 80 people or 100 people. But the deadline is begins the first of the month. So by July 2nd, it fills up pretty fast. So this coming one is going to be chicken française, I guess.
That's a lemon butter sauce. It's delicious.
I've forgotten my French. Chicken française, pilaf, broccoli, salad, dressing, and all the works.
Yes.
And this is going to be on April 22nd. There's a fee of $8.
Oh, April 26th. That's a Tuesday, the 26th. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
That's
you
okay.
have to make sure that you sign up before April 22nd.
Right.
But believe
Yeah.
me, this will be signed out before that. So
Yeah,
after April 1st, you may sign up.
Yes.
Now that's not an April Fool joke.
No.
That is, when they say April 1st, they mean April 1st. And we could slip right into have a happy birthday.
Yes.
You know, if you have when your birthday month comes up, we invite you. I'm saying we. I have nothing to do with the
No.
Senior Center. I'm not I'm just the sponsor of this show.
Yeah. No, you're a big part of our senior center. We love it, Bernie.
Thank you. The birthday luncheon is, they have a special cake for you. Isn't that nice?
And birthday gifts,
And
little treats.
They have a little surprise bag, and a swag, they call it now, I guess.
Yeah.
And just call the Senior Center at 285-1992 and let them know where you're having a birthday, and you be there, and we will celebrate with you.
Yes.
And, well, I didn't understand all about Eyes Bingo. What was that?
That is our eye care bingo,
Oh,
and
yeah?
it's sponsored by. I'm drawing a blank. I have to Primary Eye Care, right,
Yeah.
right out of Windsor here. Sponsors are all about eyes bingo, so you can learn about glaucoma, cataracts, floaters,
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah.
while playing bingo. So it's a lot of fun and educational at the same time.
Oh.
And again, it's with the support of Primary Eye Care. They put on
that's terrific.
the fun morning.
Yeah.
It's scheduled for Friday, April 15th. From 10:45 until 11:45. It's all in the newsletter, so
So
I encourage folks to check it out.
that would be a great thing. I have to wear glasses, and I started when I was 40.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I never liked them. But
No.
then you gradually find out you're wearing 3 lenses.
Oh.
Trifocals.
Oh wow!
And then they tell you have cataracts, so they remove those and you don't have anything. You're
That's-
back to the original.
That's a great procedure, though.
yeah,
I've heard that.
yeah.
Once that's taken care of, you can see very well.
This
so.
is just an informational thing. We're not doing any operations.
No.
This is just an informational thing for you. And they have little gifts and things that they always give out.
Oh yes.
And also the Danish and coffee. I think I'll come for just
Yeah.
at least for that.
Yes. Yeah. It is a great morning.
I'd like to emphasize this next item here. It's
Yes.
Windsor Trail Riders. We started this a few years ago, and I was part of it. And then I don't know what, I lost my balance.
Yeah.
And I won't tell you what happened. But, I'm not riding a bicycle anymore. But come and join this group. There are about 15 people. They do the first Tuesday of the month. And they're starting with the organizational meeting on Tuesday the 5th. So at 10 a.m., they get here and they go over their bicycles. If you don't have a bike, they might have some information for you where you could get one, or they all go up to Bloomfield Bicycle in the center of Bloomfield, and it's really a great group. And they
That's
go
wonderful.
to it's about 10 miles per time. And they go in different directions on the trails. So it's trail riding, and they begin on April 5th, starting at 10 o'clock here at the Senior Center. And you'll plan for your rides for the whole year.
And new riders are always welcome. They'll go about halfway and have a nice little luncheon, stop for lunch, and then head back. And it's just a wonderful group. It's great to see our seniors remaining very active. So we encourage folks to come in and ask about that.
Now, everything we've talked about is has sort of active. Here's something that's not so active. You just come to our movie of the month.
Yes, that's a relaxing afternoon.
Yeah, every month they show a movie here, a fairly recent movie. And for April, they're going to be showing The Intern. And it's with Robert De Niro, Anne Hathaway, and Rene Russo. And it's a really funny movie. I saw this.
Oh.
And I'd like to see it again. I think Pat and I will come, and we're going to see that movie.
Great.
Very comfortable, the comfortable seats, and they're serving, of course, popcorn and soda.
Yes.
So
that's on Tuesday, April 19th,
Yeah.
after lunch. So if you want to come in and join us for the hot
Come in
lunch program.
that
and,
day, yeah.
and then head down to see the movie afterwards.
Yeah.
It's a great day out.
And if you need transportation, of course, I think we'll be seeing Ryan Deneen, who's our transportation coordinator. He'll be here a little later, but you just call him, and they'll make arrangements for you to have transportation.
That's right.
But here we
What
are
are we
back to
on
the
to?
activities again. Do you
Yes.
know we have over 20 activities for you to do over the year? I'm not going to read them all off, but my goodness, it's for your hands and the computer classes and just to sit and talk around a coffee pot, or they're doing a corn bag toss. It's like bean bag, but they do other things with it. Any ones you want to emphasize here?
I would like to mention the coffee talk because I'd like to see a lot of folks coming in to the center in the morning. We have a fresh pot of coffee Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 o'clock. So if you'd like to come in and talk about current events, or just socialize with friends or make new friends, I hope that folks will come in and join us in the morning. Just come into the office and say hello. We have so many different things happening at the Senior Center. I'd also like to mention pickleball. That has been very popular.
That's taken off.
Over the last couple of years. We're currently playing indoor on the gymnasium in LP Wilson, but we also have 4 painted pickleball courts now on the outside courts. So that's really awesome. You know, there's just so much for everybody. We have Crafty Fingers, which meets every Thursday morning in the senior lounge here at LP Wilson. Folks can bring in whatever craft project they're working on and work together in a group.
Oh, that sounds neat.
Yeah, there's so many things happening.
And if you're active, we have a bowling, summer leagues are now forming for the bowling. And it's Monday mornings, begin at 10 o'clock. And the fee there is $11 for 3 games. And the league is starting up for summer. So call the Senior Center and make arrangements to join the summer league. Also, along with that is the Wii Bowling. That's the computer game. And we have a group there, and they're looking for new members also. And they have gotten so good that they have been traveling around to the surrounding towns and competing and doing very well. Last year, I think they were the champions. But we don't want to beat everybody. We just want you to come and play.
And have fun.
Yeah.
One thing I would like to quickly mention as well is our square dancers are looking for new members as well. So if you enjoy square dancing, or if you want to learn how to square dance, they are offering free square dancing to encourage new folks to come and join in. And let me look here. That's the Windsor Whirlers. They meet every Thursday at from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock in our fitness room, or what we also call a green room. So I encourage people to come in and have fun. We have a wonderful caller who has been calling for A long time. They're a
And-
great group of people.
And he uses, I think he's the Western dance where they sing the
Yes. It's pretty awesome
My
to,
wife and I used
hear
to
'em.
square dance a lot when we were back in the day.
Back in the day. What else do we have?
Let
We
me
have so
see.
much going on.
I'm looking at this page is a lot of medical things, and of course, every time we turn around, there's another medical thing happening to us. I mean,
Well, I
our
would-
visiting nurse, and you know, when I was looking at this, I've been talking to some seniors, and it's very important that they take advantage of this. A visiting nurse comes here and for blood pressure checks. She's here on the 13th of April from 10 to 30 to noon. And you could have your blood pressure checked and to make sure that you're looking after yourself. The foot clinic is very important. You know, when you get to be my age and you bend over, tying your shoes is an effort. Never mind trying to clip your toenails or something. So this is an excellent way to have your feet checked. And a lot of people let things go, and this is why sometimes you fall. Your feet are becoming insensitive, and you don't know sometimes that your foot is in the wrong place and you trip over yourself. And the foot clinic is here on April 21st and April 28th. They come twice a month. You have to call and make arrangements, you know, and get
an appointment.
an appointment.
Yep.
And then a free hearing clinic is here once a month. And if your wife is talking to you and you're not hearing, and we're not talking about the purposeful not hearing, if you do find that you're saying what, perhaps you should come and have someone check your hearing. They'll give you a preliminary hearing test. I had that myself, and recommend whether you should go further with it or not.
Yeah,
When you get older, the upper limits of the sound, the higher notes, tend to diminish in your hearing. So it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, I would
There is
like
no
to-
charge for the hearing clinic. There is no charge for the blood pressure clinic.
It's all
But
free.
the foot clinic, it does have a charge because they are usually doing things to your feet that are necessary.
Right.
Call the
yeah.
Senior Center and you'll find out all about it. 860-285-1992. That's 860-285-1992. Gosh, we've told these people so much today.
I know. And this is just 1 month's newsletter for the most part. Maybe we could quickly mention the
Yeah, there
Senior
was-
Medicare Patrol presentation.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I have written important on the side.
I have another flyer
Yeah,
here.
what is this one, Rebecca?
This is learning how to avoid consumer scams, which is so important for our senior population to know more about, whether it be phone calls or computer scams. I really want to highlight this program, which is scheduled for Tuesday, April 5th from 10 to 11:30 right here at the Senior Center.
Do you know, just this morning, I was on my computer and I had a message saying that with my niece's picture,
Oh gosh.
that she was in Toronto and that she had an accident and she needed some money to get treatment.
Oh wow. I wonder. Goodness. See,
Well,
that's
right away,
yeah. You want
she
to
could
think
be
about
in
that.
Toronto, but you know the Canadians have medical attention
Right.
everywhere you go.
Right. Yeah.
So she
yeah.
would not need any money to get treated in a health facility in Canada.
Right. So right away you want
Right
to
away,
think
I
about that.
said. Luckily,
And-
I said I knew that was a scam.
Well, That's why
But-
we're holding this program, so people can learn more,
And-
become educated about what's happening. I've received phone calls at home,
Yeah.
folks saying they're from the Internal Revenue Service, or it's this or that, and you have to be aware of what to look out for.
Yeah.
You have to protect yourself. So that's why this is going to be an important event. It's a free event. It's sponsored by the Connecticut Senior Medicare Patrol Program, North Central Area Agency on Aging. So I really encourage folks to come in and join us.
My
for
wife
this
and I
morning.
have decided we pick and choose a couple of worthy causes that we want to donate to, and then if we get any calls, we say we don't respond to solicitations over the phone.
Right.
After that thing with the Wounded Warrior program that people were donating millions of dollars to, and then they find out it's a scam.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's really
in my
discouraging.
opinion.
But pick a couple of things that you want to donate to, and don't listen to any of the rest of them. Is my mantra.
Right.
Anyway,
there's a lot of tips.
there'll be more
that
tips
you can learn.
if you come to the Senior Center on April 5th
Yes.
at 10 o'clock
Yes.
and enjoy the conversation and the information that's available to you. We have our Golden Fellowship here. That's the one social club set up by our seniors at the Senior Center. And the next regular meeting will be April 20th at that's a Wednesday at 1 p.m. And stop by for information. They have a couple of activities coming up. You may want to call them. Again, call the Senior Center. May 30th is the Mohegan Sun Casino trip. And they have a trip to July 13th, Twin Lobsters, Prime Rib, and Doo-Wop Corvettes. It's too late for you to go there and practice for
The sock hop.
the sock hop, but but
I think a lot of folks
maybe
have
the
practiced,
sock hop
though.
will get you ready to go to on this trip.
Right.
To it's $89, and where are they going? It says, I don't have that.
The Golden Fellowship does a lot of awesome stuff.
They
though.
do,
Pauline's wonderful, who organizes it.
Pauline Martin is the
Yeah.
president, and she does a lot of wonderful things.
Yes.
But call the Senior Center office, and they will give you directions how to get to Pauline.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about transportation, but I think our
I think he
coordinator
was trying to poke in, but
Oh, was he?
he
Oh,
was,
did he?
But I think he wasn't sure. So we'll catch up with Ryan next time for
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
Yes, I mean we could always
We'll
speak
talk
about
his program here.
transportation. Yes.
Before we do that, there was a Windsor Public Library at the Senior Center. That was something new
Yes.
you've done this year.
We've done this in the past. We did it last winter. We're offering things again this spring. Here's the flyer. We have flyers for just about everything. If you want to come in and grab a newsletter or a flyer, we'll give you the information on everything that we have happening in the Senior Center. But we collaborate with the Windsor Public Library, and we offer a Senior Center book club, which was an awesome book this month. It was Keep Moving by Dick Van Dyke, and folks really enjoyed that book.
Yes.
So we have the book club, we have computer classes if you want to learn about FaceTime or Skype or even Excel, basic, computer classes. You can book a librarian or bring your gadgets to the geeks, they call it, if you have a tablet or an iPhone or a smart gadget or whatever they're all called. If you want to bring it in and talk with someone who's very knowledgeable about that stuff from the library, you can also call the Senior Center and set up an appointment for that as well. So we enjoy collaborating with our other town departments. So I hope folks take advantage of what we have going on.
And let me see. Our last page here has a few things in it. The AARP, the Driver Safety Program for seniors, will be the next one is May 3rd.
May 2nd.
May 2nd, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My trifocals are kicking in here. On Monday, May 2nd at 9 a.m., you'll have to call and make an appointment because that fills up very quickly. They go over a lot of things that just to remind you of what you should be doing when you're driving. And the cost is $20 for a non-member of AARP or $15 if you are an AAR member. And what was I going to say about the driver safety? Oh yes, you can in Connecticut get a percentage off your car insurance.
A discount, yeah.
So a discount.
Yeah.
So call and make an appointment to be there on May 2nd.
Yes. Right here at LP
Right
Wilson.
here at LP Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything about our food program because I emphasize it every.
I know we have covered a lot of ground this morning.
Yes, I'm not going to
afternoon.
read the menu to you, but our food program is a balanced, nutritional meal for a senior citizen, and they have a variety of cuisines here. I see maybe Italian Mediterranean dominates the page, but I see Chinese somewhere, and I see stuffed cabbage, and I see orange roasted pork, and so quite a variety for you. And besides, I always emphasize, why sit at home and have a bologna sandwich when you can come here and have this balanced meal?
That's right, yeah.
And it's so good for you, and it's so good for you to get out and eat with somebody else, and maybe you get to talk to somebody or make a friend. That's the main purpose of having our meal program here at the Senior Center. And you have a balanced meal. You don't have to cook 2 more meals in the day. You have just late lunches, and I get after people about coming here.
Yes, that's great.
It's
Thank you.
they set up at about 11:15. It's served at 11:30, and you'd have an hour and a half to sit and talk with people. And it's served every day that the schools are in session.
Yep, Monday
That's
through
the
Friday.
easiest way to put it. Monday through Friday. They have holidays are not served.
Right.
And if you come down on Friday, you'd have Italian sausage and red green peppers and Italian sauce. And now, what could be better than that?
I know. I was actually showing someone around the Senior Center, a new member, and I was showing her our newsletter and mentioned the hot lunch program and showed her the menu, and she got excited over the clam chowder we're having on April 27th. So clam chowder even, and who could forget the famous macaroni and cheese that everybody loves?
I particularly like their soup, so I try to make a point of being here for the soup day.
Well,
I know we're missing some things, Rebecca.
Oh, no. I mean, there is just so much going on at the Senior Center, so I really hope to see some new faces this spring. Come on out and join us. Transportation is provided. If you need dial-a-ride service, please give us a call. We can help get you signed up for that. The buses will come right to your basically your front door. The drivers will walk up and escort you to the bus. So really, it's time to just relax and take it easy and take the bus in to join us and just enjoy what we have to offer here.
And I see you've added some more drivers, so
some new faces.
New faces, and they're all very courteous and very helpful to people.
Yes.
Is there a special number for them?
Yeah, in order to schedule a ride, you would call 860-285-1846. But to speak with our coordinator, Ryan Deneen, you could call 285-1996. All the information is available here in the newsletter. or if you call the senior center, we can help with whatever questions they may have.
And did we mention Ryan's trip?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, this is, I don't know if we mentioned this.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
We have
He was going to come in, and do this, but
yeah.
I wanted you to meet him.
Yes, yeah. Next time, certainly. But the Windsor Senior Center is offering, and we've done this a few times in the past.
I went on one.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Deep sea fishing trip. And it departs out of, let me find it again. I do Waterford, Connecticut, aboard the Sunbeam fishing boat. So it's really a great day if you enjoy fishing. It's really a fun day out. So I hope folks will join us for that.
We leave at 5, and you'll be back by 1 o'clock.
About in the afternoon time.
About 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
and
a
that'll
great
give
trip.
you time to package your fish and have it ready for dinner at.
That's right. Yes.
Well, I think we've covered everything, but there was something that struck my attention, and I think it might have been this financial resiliency.
Oh yes, yeah.
I wondered if we should just take a minute and go over that.
Yes, it's a wonderful.
What is that? I'm not familiar with it.
Connecticut Money School.
Yeah.
Is presenting a 6-part educational series. We the other night, this past Thursday, kicked it off, it was a topic called budgeting for life.
Okay.
So it's a lot of important information that we're putting out there. The next program is called Financial Resiliency. And it will teach you different things that you may need to know about. Your finances and so forth.
Now, seniors' finances are pretty well fixed. Are they going to talk about investing and things like that? Because
the way that Sue Rago, the social services coordinator, and I collaborated on this, and the programs that we're offering in the evening are geared more towards families and a younger population, whereas the ones we're holding during the day at the senior center are geared more towards our senior population who have different needs. So that's how we thought it through. That's how we scheduled it. So that information is also in our newsletter. So we're hoping to get a big crowd for that workshop.
That's great. Well, I think we've covered everything, Rebecca.
Yes.
I can see that we'll just all meet at the Back East Brewing Company.
Right. Don't forget about that trip. We offer evening and weekend trips. Thanks to a grant through NCAAA, transportation is provided. So we want to try out the new Back East Brewing Company in Bloomfield. You can stop there and sample the different craft beers, I guess they call them. And once you're finished there, we'll take folks to dinner so they can fill their tummies with some good food at Carbone's Kitchen. So it's going to be a great trip.
Oh, great.
Something different.
Well, thank you very much, Rebecca, for doing all this for us.
No, thank you, Bernie.
A senior voice. And I hope that seniors, that you will get out and come down to the Senior Center and take advantage of all these wonderful things that Rebecca is planning for us. And Rebecca will be coming up with even more wonderul things. So do participate in them, and the folks who offer them will come back to us. If it's the reverse, then of course we may not see them again. And they always, when they come here to give us a lecture or a talk or show us something, they always bring little goodie bags for us. Here's a pen from Seabury.
Yes.
And that was an activity that we had here. So until we have another senior voice, we welcome you to come to the Senior Center. And this is Bernie Simmons signing off.
Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you, Rebecca.